Today we're in section 1.4 and we're talking about angle measurement. So go ahead, title the top of your page 1.4 angle measurement, date it, and then you're going to glue all the different papers into that page in your notebook, and you're going to take notes as you watch this video. Okay, so the first thing is the different ways that we're going to classify an angle based off of its angle measurement. So first type of angle is acute, and I think it's a cute little angle. It's a cute little angle. And acute angles have a measure in between 0 degrees and 90 degrees. So 89.9 degrees, 1 degree, those are all acute angles. Less than 90, but greater than 0. If it's 0, then that doesn't exist. So it's not even an angle. A right angle has a measure that's exactly 90 degrees. And the way that we indicate that an angle is a right angle is by drawing this little box in it. So if you ever see an angle with a box in the center, that's trying to tell you that it's a right angle, and vice versa. If you don't see that box, or there's not some information that's telling you that it's a right angle, you can't just assume that something is a right angle just because it looks like a right angle. You either need to be told that it's a right angle, that it's 90 degrees, or you need to see this box drawn. Obtuse. That was me trying to make a big voice. Obtuse. They're big angles. They are bigger than 90. That's a terrible drawing, by the way. Bigger than 90, but less than 180. So in between 90 and 180. And then a straight angle. We talked about a straight angle without even knowing it. When we have two opposite rays, they form a straight line. Well, this is a straight angle. A straight angle makes a straight line. And its measure is exactly 180 degrees. So the way we name an angle is an angle, well, first off, it's two rays that have a common vertex. So if we're looking at this picture right here, we have ray AB. Ray AB, its endpoint is A, and we have ray AC. That ray's endpoint is also A. So this angle is formed by two rays that have this common endpoint, and that common endpoint is the vertex. Vocab word, vertex. So the vertex is that common endpoint. So there's different ways to name this angle. We can name an angle just by giving you the vertex. So we can say this is angle A. We can call this angle A. Other times we might give you a picture that's a little bit more complicated, and so there might be several angles that have a vertex of angle, or have the same vertex. So for example, something like this. These three angles all have the same vertex. This is angle 1, and this point, we'll call it P. P is its vertex. This is angle 2, and this vertex is also P. And this is angle 3, and its vertex is also P. Those are three unique angles. They all have the same vertex, P. So if I just say, tell me what angle P is, you're gonna be like, which one? There's like a whole bunch of angles that have a vertex of P. So sometimes it's necessary to be more specific when naming your angle. So another way to name an angle is to use the 3 points. But you always want to put the vertex in the center when you're naming your angle. So we could call this angle BAC. And notice I put the vertex as the center letter. Or I could call this angle CAB. Either way is totally fine, but notice in both instances my vertex A is the center letter. And then other times you're going to see a number in the interior of your angle. So think of this, all this space. This is the interior of your angle. This is all the interior, and so then this stuff out here is the exterior. All this stuff out here is the exterior angle. So if you see a number in the interior of your angle, you can also use that number to name the angle. So that could be angle 1. So I can name that specific angle 4 different ways. And just like we talked about, opposite rays form a straight angle when they're stuck together, when their common endpoint is stuck together.